What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today?
How's it going? Welcome to Season 3, Episode 31 already.
That's right.
If you're new, please subscribe. And these other guys that are up here with me, John and Stanley, their links are in the description. What's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
It's been a couple of days, man. What have you guys been doing? What we haven't even talked in like a week. So what have you guys been doing? Let's catch up.
Stuff. Been doing stuff.
I've been on call, so nothing fun, and didn't get any extra call outs this week, so no extra money. But
weren't you on call the last live stream? Weren't you on call last Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm not on call now. I have been.
Oh, you're not? Okay. I was going to say, if you're still drinking soda pop tonight.
No. Cheers.
All right. Cheers, gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right.
Cervezas.
Man, you got a lot of people in the house. People
What's going on, everybody? We got Wicked Walleye Outdoors, Pickle Outdoors, Small Water Charters, something Tube. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I can't read that myself.
Ben Corubius, good to see you. Amateur Outdoors.
Yeah.
Okay Fishing, good to see you, Kai.
Yep.
Henry Mosley. David Martin, good to see you, David. And what is that, Mike? M-A-I-K?
Yeah.
Mike.
Henry Mosley, Amateur Outdoors. We got a crew in here, guys. Appreciate y'all coming and hanging out.
Yes. That's good awesome. To see everybody.
I say introduce us, but our names are right like underneath us, so y'all can read our names. So we all got channels, and we're all down there in the description if you want to check out the individual channels. So yeah, for me, since last week, not a lot of changes, a lot of work. And I don't know if I talked much about it, but I'm working on a boat, not working physically on it, but working on getting that replacement boat. So back in June, sold my boat, right? We're like this close, right? The motors are good. Did I say motors as in plural?
Yeah, I love this. The opportunities that one thing alone.
So that means it's a little bigger because my last boat didn't have motors. It had motors.
Barely had motor.
Yeah. So we've got this coming next Wednesday, right? Not tomorrow, but next Wednesday. We got the survey, the whole survey, and the sea trial. So we're going to be there on this boat with all the folks that are involved in that. And if it passes that sea trial, it's a done deal. So the sea trial is a big deal. It's a used boat, right? So got to make sure everything's straight. But if it passes that sea trial, it's going to be a done deal. Sometime late next week or early the week after, I'll be bringing home a new to me boat. I will introduce you all to it. And since it is used, I'll have a lot more boat upgrades and maintenance type videos. Hopefully no boat repair videos for a while, but upgrades and maintenance type videos. And one alibi, I just want to throw this out there so everybody knows, tomorrow is mine and Audrey's anniversary, and it's our 37th anniversary.
Hey, congratulations, and please extend that to Audrey. That is awesome.
Cheers.
Congratulations to you guys.
Yeah, she is taller than me for over 37 years. That's amazing.
A long time. Not a great gamer. Good to see you. Nicholas Pouliot Outdoors. Cheers, brother.
Gentlemen, good to see you guys.
And Stanley hasn't said anything yet, but he just posted a new video today. That was today, right?
That was late last night. Yeah.
Late last night. Okay, from his trip to Cozumel, and it's a banger. Go watch it. You like snorkeling. You look at all these awesome fish, and you're like, well, what the hell is – oh, wait, there's Stanley put the name of these fish around. So, yeah, it's Stanley, you did an excellent job on that video, man. That's just one part of it, too. The whole video, the vibe, where you guys are at that place, your daughter's jumping in the water. Excellent video.
Dude, I really appreciate that. It was nice to be able to, the benefit of being a YouTuber, and everybody here, take note. This is like the single most important thing, because there's a lot of YouTube channels in the chat, and if you're not familiar with them, check them out, because there's a lot of good ones in there.
Yeah.
So the single most important thing that you can do is remember that what you do, it's not just about like catching fish and like trying to get a lure sponsorship or anything like that. What you are doing is catching memories that, your kids and your grandchildren are going to be able to relive you and your experiences. They're going to be able to remember you. So remember that, that's a big portion of why you're doing what you do. If it's not, it should be. And that's exactly what this was. Like, yes, I'm creating content, and yes, I'm making videos and all that stuff. But this was Savannah's first time in Mexico, first time doing a lot of things. And so I wanted to capture as much of that and encapsulate that in what we were doing as I physically could. Yeah. And it was difficult because we destroyed my wife's phone, which is our second camera, and then the 360 camera, which is our second camera. So we were down to the primary camera on this one, which is kind of scary.
Danny Baker, good to see you, bro.
What's up, Danny? Yes, cheers.
So, rain, right? We're in a drought. We're dying down here. I know, Stanley, you got some significant rain, I believe, yesterday.
Loving every minute of it.
So here's what we get. We get Sunday, we get like a downpour, but it's just a little thunderhead. It lasts for just not even a half an hour, but it's a downpour. So we got some good rain. I won't complain. It was nice. And then Monday, Stanley, there's this system that it became a tropical storm, even though they didn't name it that. When it hit shore, it was rotating and everything. And right over those guys, the coast, Corpus Christi, man, they got tons of water. Yeah. We had one little band just hang on long enough to come through San Antonio. And that morning we got some sprinkles that made everything wet. And then that was all we saw, that son of a gun. I was like, why did you have to turn and go along? So it turned left and kind of rode the border of Texas and Mexico, and then ended up going into Mexico. So they got some great rain over there, and they need it because they're in drought too. But it'd been nice if it kind of come a little more north before it turned, right? I don't even know why I'm complaining. We got rain, and my grass went from brown to green and needs mowing.
Yep, exactly. It'll do that over the course of a weekend whenever you get like a storm like this.
Exactly.
We hadn't had any rain for 2 weeks, and I woke up this morning, and it actually just quit probably about 2 hours ago. Just a slow, steady rain all day.
Oh, those are nice ones.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, those are nice rains. How's that garden doing?
It's doing good. Good. Hint, hint. Is it about time for another video?
Yeah. So you replanted some stuff, right? And we haven't seen any of that. So
yeah, it's starting to sprout up. This rain ought to help it. I've been watering it every night. So
you think rain get the crappie biting now that you're not on call anymore?
I don't know, but these cool mornings of like 68, 69 is definitely a good morning to go squirrel hunting. So
okay, well, I'll settle for squirrel hunting. Whichever you're going to do, just bring a camera with you. That'd be awesome. Yeah, we're not getting 60s in the morning, but I will say we've had, I think now 4 days in a row that were not 100 degrees or above.
Yeah. So we were topping off at like, I'm not going to say, we had a couple of days where we actually topped off in the high 80s. And then I think we've been hitting like 93, which I'm good with that. I'll take 93 any day of the week.
We hit 89 one day as a high. Every other day has been in the 90s. But still, I mean, it doesn't seem, 97 versus 102 doesn't seem like much. But for my AC, 97, my AC's like, oh, yeah, I can handle this. We're going to keep the house cool. 102, my AC's like, okay, I'm out. It's going to be 80 degrees in the house.
We literally had a moment, my wife and I, it was comical. And it was comical that we both had the exact same reaction. We were sitting somewhere, I don't know, we were watching TV or something like that. So I had some AC problems last week. It was the thermostat went out. It blew out on me while we were up doing all of our stuff. Had to come back, had no AC, had to have the AC guy replace the thermostat because I don't know the first thing about electronics. So he replaces it. And then, we get the house nice and we're back and we're ready to get into the rimroll of school life and everything else. And we're sitting down on the couch, we're watching some TV. and the AC kicks off. And we were both like, oh, for the love of God, we can't do this again.
It's because it got to temp.
And it got to temp. That's the first time this summer we'd experienced that.
Usually it's about, I'll wake up, after we've gone to bed, I'll wake up around midnight or so, maybe 1, and it'll have kicked off. I'm like, oh, wow, we finally got down to temp where it can shut off and take a break. So it's been brutal. I was looking at Pickles Outdoor says they're in the 40s up there in the mornings. Golly.
Man.
You know what? And I don't hate that. I'll admit, when I'm in Michigan, my wife doesn't like when it gets that cold. But for me, if it's just the morning and it warms up into the upper 60s, mid 70s during the day, that crisp, cool 40-degree morning, go out there with your cup of coffee. It's just, I love it. Love it.
I can't argue. When we went up to Michigan last year, whenever that was, time is so like whatever, last year. So we went up into the UP, which is like the farthest north I've been in a very long time. We were right there on the other side of the lake from Canada. And so we woke up in the morning and it was, I think we had a high of like 59 or something that day. And not only was it a high of 59 degrees, but I was up at like 4:30 in the morning because I'm excited. I'm up there, like we were filming, I was fishing. The videos I made were absolutely ridiculous. Like I caught a warmouth, and I made an entire video about this warmouth that I caught off a pier up there. But it was like the sun had come up at 4:30 in the morning. It wouldn't set till 10:30 at night, and it topped off at 59 degrees. My body did not know how to handle that. I had no clue. Like I was in a sweater in the middle of summer, but the days were even longer. It was such a weird experience. I was just like a kid skipping around the whole time playing with stuff. It was comical. It was funny.
Yeah.
I would not know what to do with myself with temperatures like that. Like I said, I'm kind of giddy about it's like topping off at like 93 right now.
Yeah, I'm looking for, what's weird too? I mean, we got to quit talking about the weather. Everybody is in the chat though, so we need to catch some of that. But
yep, yeah, I agree.
What's weird is so far, and I know it's only August 16th, but so far August has been a cooler month than July. And for us here in Texas, August is the hottest month of the year every year for the history of history. So
that's literally what it's like if hell freezes over.
Yeah. And just to refresh, because I said it, I think last week, this past July was the hottest month on record.
Ever.
Not just the hottest July on record, but the hottest month on record for San Antonio.
And the next 4 weeks are the hottest 4 weeks of the year, with the exception, the only thing they're supposed to be, and that's what we had like historically, like that's the record. But the one saving grace on that is that the next 4 weeks are also the peak of hurricane season. So if we don't hit those high temperatures, it's going to be because of tropical activity.
Tropical storms come rolling in. Yeah, that's a possibility.
I haven't seen anything about tropical activity.
Not a lot yet. You know what I'm hearing? I haven't heard if it was supposed to be a big hurricane year this year, but I have heard that it's supposed to be a very cold and wet winter. So we'll see how that goes.
It's supposed to be a heavy hurricane year, but the thing about that, hurricane years being July through October is when, those are the peak hurricane months.
Yeah.
The thing about that they warn, they don't want you to get too comfortable. So there was 0 storms in July, and they were predicting that this was going to be like a really heavy, because of temperatures and everything, possible record hurricane season.
Yeah,
the thing is that, exactly. The thing is about that though, is that the worst season on record, which was like 10 or 12 years ago, I forget which year it was, but we had a whole lot of storms. The year that had the worst hurricane activity on record for the Gulf of Mexico, we had 0 storms in July. So we are doing it's an exact mirror of that year so far.
Don't want that. And you know what's sad about hurricanes when you're down here is you see them coming and they start showing those spaghetti models of where they might go.
Yep.
And it's sad that you're like, okay, go ahead and hit Florida, don't hit us, or hit New Orleans and don't hit. And it's going to mess people up wherever it lands, but you kind of root for it not to hit you unless you're in severe drought like right now. And then you're thinking, well, hit Corpus at the right angle, we would be on the outer. We would get some.
Yeah.
It's going to mess the coast up, and those people are going to suffer. But we'll get a nice rain out of it and break our drought. So
if it's a tropical storm or a depression, we're good. Hit us dead on. We got no problems with that. If it's a hurricane like Cat 1 to Cat 3, it's like we don't really cry about that too much because you get a couple of days off, people panicking, but it's not going to be that bad. If it's like a Cat 3, Cat 5, hit north of us. Yeah. Then you get the days off and zero rain.
Backside of it.
It could literally hit like Freeport, an hour north of here, and we could not get a drop of rain if it hits an hour north of here.
Because it's that spin. If you're on the front, this side of the spin, you're getting pounded. If you're on this side of the spin, not so bad. So you want it to hit land this side of you so you get the back end of it and not that front end coming right off. Yeah. All right.
Got a report from Small Water saying the tropics are quiet. Appreciate the heads up on that because I haven't checked it recently.
I hope they stay quiet for the next 3 months.
Dude, I need a tropical storm. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, a tropical storm be okay, but it gets me scared anytime something rolls up into the Gulf that's going to grow into something nasty.
Yeah. Florida, you get it from all sides for sure.
Yeah.
That doesn't even do it justice because you got Florida sitting there like this, and they'll hit it, and they'll just run right up.
Yeah, exactly. What's funny is, well, not funny, but the Keys got pounded. Was it last year or a year before by a hurricane? And people we talked to down there are like, that doesn't happen very often. The Keys, for some reason, it either hits one side of Florida, comes across the bottom and hits the other side of Florida, but the Keys have been pretty well protected. But I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3, hurricane came right through the Keys and effed them up. Yeah, it had to have been at least 3 years ago.
Yeah, we just have to worry about
the chat. See what the chat's up to.
We just have to worry about tornadoes, not so much the hurricanes.
I think tornadoes are worse in my opinion.
They're scary.
They are scary, yeah. Hurricanes don't scare me. A Cat 5 is something like we'll move out of the way for a Cat 5. A Cat 2, we'll hang out.
But also you got a warning that hurricane for 3 days. We're talking about it building in the Gulf, and then finally it's like, okay, this is where it's going to hit between here and here. If you're there and it's going to be a Cat 4 or 5, get the hell out. Where a tornado is like alarms start sounding. What the hell's going on? Oh, there's a damn tornado. Yeah, you don't get the notice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's quick,
especially at night. Well said.
Mike, or I just can't.
I think it's Mike.
Pronounce it. Yeah, but he said in Central Europe it's 64 degrees normally. Now, when I was in Germany, where we had summers, right? Not ungodly, unbearable heat summers, but we had summers where you go out and enjoy it and get in the water and swim and all that. And then we had winters where snow and it would get pretty dang cold in Germany where we were at. But the summers weren't that. The summers were nice, I thought.
This is anything like the UP, man. That was. I don't want to say I want to live in that, but man, I can't even describe the experience. Like, it was electric.
Before you decide you want to live there, go spend some time up there in late January, early February.
No. I'll tell you what. I got to visit Emerald Springs, which look up pictures of that place. It was absolutely gorgeous. It was pristine. It was amazing. Water clarity like Cozumel. Massive fish swimming around. But I wasn't allowed to fish there. Screw that. I'm out.
Yeah.
Weekend Warrior. Good to see Justin.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Yeah. What okay say? It's crazy here. We have flooding and forest fires at the same time. Wow. But no other natural disasters other than, So when you're in that heavily wooded area, forest fires are a concern when it's dry. And then like we see in California, you get flooding. And if you had forest fires that clear out the trees, then the flooding washes, you get mud rolling downhill and nastiness.
And speaking of which, do we have anybody in the chat? I'm curious. Is there anybody here who gets their water from like Lake Mead? or is in the vicinity of Lake Mead. I'm curious on that because we hear such horrible reports about it. And that thing is like
drying up
dangerously. It's like at the point right now today, it's like at a point where if it goes any lower, it can't be refilled.
Yeah.
It's like it's reading a dead point, reaching a dead point.
Yeah, I've seen several videos that Sin City Outdoors, man, they've blown up over it. Yeah. I don't know what they were.
Oh, you just wait. We get a hurricane.
I don't know what they were subscriber wise before the Lake Mead videos, but man,
they're finding all kinds of crazy stuff out there too.
Yeah.
Stuff that's been underwater for, decades.
Bodies and boats and everything else.
So Amateur Outdoors, I live in Iowa, smack dab in the middle of where that Dorico hit 2 years ago. My son was 3 years old, no power for 12 days. It was that, no power for 12 days. I got, because of the freeze we got 2 years ago, I wasn't here, but my daughter was, and power was out and all that stuff for folks. I got a generator just because of that.
Hey, real quick here, Small World Charters says I'm editing footage from this morning. We used the traveling tackle bag. So he just put out a video about that. And for the life of me, I apologize. I can't remember the name of the gentleman that you were fishing with. If you wouldn't mind reminding me of the name of that guy, please put out a request for him to join us on one of these live streams. I would like to talk to him more. I watched your video, and then I went over and watched his video, and I went and said hi and told him that, I'd found him through you. Really enjoyed his content. He had a really cool channel, and I would really enjoy having him as a part of the conversation in here. He seemed like a really good guy. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are doing with that traveling tackle bag. Really cool concepts for a video series.
Cool.
They're traveling around, and it's like they got a tackle bag, and they're all exchanging hands with it. And then everybody's doing a video about it, fishing with each other. Pretty cool deal.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Pickle's editing some salmon footage, but he says he's been working long hours, so it makes it hard to get the editing done. I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. Coastal Fever. That's what it was.
Coastal Fever.
You got
Kitchen
good taste,
Gamer.
man. Good guy.
Kitchen Gamer, you have a great week too. Have a good one.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Have a good one.
No,
man.
I might try to catch a fish after work one of these days this week.
That's what I hope to hear. You can do a somewhat surf and turf, catch you some crappie or bluegill.
Oh my god!
And then shoot you some squirrel. And I guess you can call that surf and turf, right?
I want to see
surf
you.
And tree. I don't know what, but squirrel and fish together, that'd be kind of unique.
I'm not even kidding you, Grant. I cannot tell you how excited I would be if you did a video where you went out and caught some fish and you served it, like made a fish salad or whatever. I don't know. You tell me, where you just ate for that one meal, like the fish and the salad stuff from your garden. Like if you did something like that, I want to be in on the editing process, and I want to be in on like the SEO and all that stupid behind the scenes YouTube stuff nobody likes to talk about. I want to be in on that because I think that would be like a super cool video.
That would be cool. All right, we caught or grew everything we ate for this meal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. That'd be a good one. Go catch some fish, Grant. We know you got the produce already. You grew it all.
Really, about the only thing we're picking now is tomatoes.
That's gonna be like the heart of it. That's gonna be the main thing you need. Like, some kind of lettuce, some kind of tomato, and everything else is like the bonus.
Yeah, the lettuce has been replanted. Summertime, hot weather is just not good for lettuce.
No, I agree with that. Hey, Daddy Duck 365, how you doing? Welcome aboard.
Daddy Duck.
I like that name too, Daddy Duck.
Yeah, right. 365.
Let me guess you're a duck hunter, but I could be wrong. So
he is a duck hunter.
He is a duck hunter. Okay.
He's been putting out some early season till videos. I've got the notifications for, but I have not had a chance to watch them yet.
All right, I'm gonna have to go find his channel then and check it out.
Yeah, and I think our early till season comes in on the weekend I'm on call or the weekend before I'm on call. But I know the Kentucky early teal season and wood duck season, I'm on call that weekend. So
he was doing a scout. His last video is scouting for early season teal.
Yeah.
All right. Let me hit this.
Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance MBA. I don't think I said hi. Cheers.
Yeah. Hey, are we talking
Cheers
to
to you, sir.
somebody, NBA? Are we talking to somebody that's about to be a damn movie star? Is that what I'm gathering? That
It's
he's going to have his own show, a wilderness, off the grid.
Get out of here. You serious? I
You're
didn't see
not on
this. What are you
Facebook,
talking
man.
about?
You're not in Facebook, so you're missing it.
I
But
am.
he is
What I
in
missed?
talks with producers. He's shown paperwork where it looks like they're going forward with 1 or 2 episodes at least to start out with him. And
You got a pilot?
hey,
You got a pilot?
that's freaking awesome, dude.
That is freaking awesome, dude. Big time cheers, man. And if you need somebody to like, hold microphones or like when you're like, oh, I need a different shirt, and somebody needs to bring you a shirt, dude, I got you on that.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed for him. He's going to have at least a camera crew video on him, and then I guess this production company is going to try to sell it to National Geographic or
that's so rad.
One of the
dude, freaking awesome.
That is freaking cool, man. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Not a great gamer. I have never caught a rainbow trout at all.
Caught him when I was a kid fishing in New Mexico.
I caught a sucker next to somebody who was catching rainbow trout. It's on my bucket list. I went on a whole trip down here thanks to John. Sent me on he gave me some insight on a rainbow trout run that I made the run. I did it right, but I didn't get any.
It's coming up again. Around October, November is when they start stocking them down here in Texas again. So
I get the feeling they're just a bunch of floaters. Like I was waiting for January when they live a day or two.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that. I need to scout it more. I need to do it more just for the sake of doing it.
I'm pretty sure this year I'm going to get on Guadalupe out of Canyon Lake and find some damn rainbow trout and catch them. I mean, when I was a kid, that's in New Mexico. That's what I grew up on. We go up north, I'd be fishing lakes, streams, and that's what we catch. Rainbow trout. If you're lucky, you get a brook trout. But now that I'm in Texas, I haven't tried but a couple times. It's just been, the river's flooded and rolling too fast type thing. So I'm going to get into it this year, I think.
If you need somebody, like if you're out there and you're doing that and you're like, I just hate this shirt, and you need somebody who's like bringing you shirts, I got your back.
You got him, huh? Farmall Fanatic, the Godfather. Beep, beep.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Man, I'm drooling drink all over the front of me. I'm out of control tonight.
You're a scholar and a gentleman, sir. Farmall, it is always a pleasure, man.
Pickle says he'll be the beer boy. Small Water says he'll hold his guitar for him. NBA's head's going to go.
Yeah, he'll have an entourage in the woods. He's trying to go off grid by himself, and he's going to have an entourage.
I don't know. Well, you look at it. Look,
I'm jealous.
The guy does off-grid stuff. He does trapping stuff. He's done mining stuff. He's guitar, sang in studio. I mean, man.
Moonshine.
Moonshine. That's our guy right there. We want that guy for a TV show.
Actually, I just kind of want to like hang out for a weekend. I just want to soak up the NBA for a weekend. I want to go out there. I want to I'll play the cajon. I have a cajon. I'll play cajon for you, and I will bring you T-shirts whenever you need T-shirts. I can cook some fish, whatever. I don't care. I just want to hang out. I want to try your moonshine. I'm not gonna.
I did a little juice harp when I was a kid. Maybe I can get back in it, and be in the background with that.
He did post a video yesterday. I think it was yesterday, NBA, of the campsite, and there's a little creek. Looked like pretty deep little water hole.
Oh, there we go. Let's get in them fish. Oh, he said, "I'm here." We're making sure he's hearing all this.
Yes. That's what I love about you, dude.
Hey, Coastal
just the
Fever
most
TV
approachable
has
person.
joined us.
There's Doc. Thanks for
There
stopping
he is,
in.
Doc.
Yep,
Hey, I
yes,
want to
sir.
say, I got turned on to you with that video that Small Water Charters just put out. That is a freaking awesome thing. I am enjoying your content. You were a gem of a find. You were my find of the day today. So I appreciate you coming hanging out with us. I really enjoyed your video that you put out.
Very cool. Very cool. I'll have to check it out.
Speaking of pictures of the week, do we want to show those?
Yeah,
I'm ready for it.
good.
You guys in the chat. We got a lot of the guys from the Discord server. So we got into a conversation earlier yesterday. We were talking about everybody's PBs. So we put out the announcement and let you know we're going to be talking about everybody's PBs. Well, that's what we're going to do now, gentlemen. I know you've been waiting for it. Let's hear what everybody has to say. I want to see a lot of comments in the chat. I want to see what everybody has to say about everybody's PBs from the Discord server this week. I was excited about putting this together. I want to see some action on this. I want to see what you have to say, good or bad. Throw it all out there now. We actually had a couple of comments where people were like, we had to send warnings and stuff on Discord, like, hey, you're not allowed to say that here. This is Discord, it's family friendly and stuff like that. This is Grant's live stream now. You can say whatever you want. Go right ahead.
Henry says, let's see the pictures, dang it. All right,
There
we
it
got
is.
big channel cat, man.
Yeah. So right off the bat, we got channel cats and stupid chaps.
That's got to be a hybrid.
Dang it, I can't see the name on that because I've got the little overlays
It's
to
like
control the
Zorpan.
slides.
Zorpan.
Zorpan, that's what it is.
That's a pike, northern pike, I would guess. Yeah.
Yeah, his PB pike. And then we got a
The other
killer.
one's a hybrid, right?
Striper, maybe.
Is Channel Cat's in the chat? If not, he doesn't get to defend himself. I can't tell you. I don't know the
I
difference.
gotta tell you, it's a hybrid
between a
because
striper and a hybrid, but
striper just don't seem to get that thick, that short. But the hard thing is stripers have solid bands, and you look at the solid bands from about the top of the gill plate back.
they're not
all
like
look
broken
solid.
off. There's like spots that are missing, but it's not broken
it looks-
off.
So yeah, man, that's a tough one. If it's a striper, it has been feeding well. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Now
Yeah.
I got to say, he's not here to defend himself, so I do have to say something about this. That catfish he's got on the left, he calls that a 42.5 inch. That does not look 42.5 inch to me. That looks
That's
38
42.5
inch.
inches. He's really tall.
He's tall. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's not here to defend himself, so you guys feel free to harass him in the Discord server.
I would give him maybe
polite.
36 inch on it, but who knows? He might be real tall.
He might be.
Well,
if
if he's
I like
average
him-
height, he's probably inseam's 32. So another.
Yeah, it's not that much more.
He might be
Yeah.
35, maybe.
Yeah, I
40.
said 36 ish, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam
Nice
Mahara, appreciate
catfish.
you hanging out, man. We got your photo coming up here in a moment.
Nice catfish.
So
What's up,
I'm
Adam?
6'2", and I got a 40-inch red, and that thing would have hurt my back holding on to that thing. That would have been in my stomach with the tail on the ground, stomach hanging lower.
I'm
Look.
sticking with right now. I'm liking that striper.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, I agree. No, we're not really making votes. We're not voting on anything here, but we are going to comment on everybody's photos. That's what we're here to do, is leave you some constructive criticism on your catches.
So Zorpan photo. Take a better photo, right? When the fish is down like that, there's nothing behind. We don't know how big the rocks are, so we can't tell if it could be 14 inches or it could be 36 inches. And then at an angle where you get a good side view, you can tell what kind of fish it is.
Wipe the
Nice
lens. Wipe the lens. I have that problem.
Yep.
Next up, these gentlemen, MXD with a good little pike, G Llama. I'm afraid I wasn't going to put in the full name there, but you guys know him from the Discord server. And guys, if there's anybody here who's not a member of the Discord server, you need to be.
That's a good looking flathead.
Yeah, that's a good catch. There was some comments about that being too dark to be a flathead, but I disagree with that myself.
They can be almost black to yellow. It just depends on where you catch them. That's definitely a flathead.
Of course,
That's ribbon fish, right, on the end?
Yeah, I believe he's from the Philippines. He's from some place that is freaking awesome and tropical. So yeah, they get like serious fish over there, and that's his PB ribbon fish.
Yeah, I don't know how tall he is, but I got to say that's probably a 6-foot fish.
It's like, even if he's only
at least 5 foot, right?
That's just it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're 4'10". If you're holding a fish above your head,
this fish is longer than me.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. No, you don't need a number. You don't need a number on that.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Right. Yeah, if you can say you've caught a fish longer than your body.
Yeah.
Dang, what is he doing to that poor catfish? That's a big old blue cat, right?
This is another one, like Black Warrior Lures. We need to talk to him. I'm going to put a shout out. Everybody here needs to harass the heck out of Black Warrior Lures. We need him around here more often. This dude is a good guy. He makes really good content. He's in like all the same forums and everything. And I just love that photo. It's
been a minute since I've seen one of his videos, but I have watched a lot of videos, even from like way in the backpack. He's not brand new.
Yeah, that dude's been around. He's old school. He's an OG.
Yeah, that's a nice blue cat.
And it's a nice blue cat, but also just like in my personal opinion, this is the best photo out of everybody's. It's fun, you know.
His eyes is peeking over like, look at this one.
And that's so reflexive of his content too, the stuff he does on YouTube. There's Adam Mahara. He got his personal best smallmouth and redfish on the same trip. I don't even know how that happens.
I like that smallmouth. Boy, that's another fatty. Holy smokes. Very nice.
I agree. And Adam, here's the deal. I know you're in New Jersey. I know that's like a long ways away and everything. I totally get it. No, not like I fully understand. However, we are going to be doing the Sharkathon tournament in mid-October down here in South Texas. And if you were to join us that time of year, I will put you where you need to be to get a very real bull redfish, if that's something you're interested in doing.
And he can do that.
That's like the time of the year to do it. And then, of course, this gentleman over here has got himself a couple of really good catfish that he got some pictures of over there. This isn't him. He had his buddy. That's why the head's cut off. He had his buddy, like, posing for it.
Oh, okay.
You got to pose with your own fish. Give your buddy the camera, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah. Henry Mosley, another good up-and-coming YouTube channel that we have over in the server over there.
Also.
That's, I don't know. To me, that would be a 6 smallmouth. If I caught that, I would make an entire video just about that fish.
That's a good one. And then we got a gar over there.
Yes, sir. Big Poppy. So this gentleman, he's not in here to defend himself. So feel free, make the comments that you need to make. And Henry, if you got anything to say, you are absolutely welcome to say that. Yeah, Fat Smalley. So Big Poppy over here probably posted about a half dozen pictures. They were all wonderful. This gentleman is doing some fishing. These are 2 of his best, but he posted a whole bunch of them. His next one is I had to post this because them big uglies, man. That's just that's a solid stout.
Oh yeah, that is a solid one. So that's a black drum, but when they get really big, everybody just calls them big uglies because they are big and ugly.
It's like once they hit like the 30-something inch mark, they just start to grow this direction and they get fat and they are a slob and they're just a heavy, like just big freaking fish.
The fisher on the end over there also has a big ugly.
That's the fisher. And yeah, that was his biggest picture that he posted.
That's a nice one. I'm having problems with the fish in the middle.
I'm not sure what that is.
Always hard. I mean, I could call that a walleye. But
no, I want to say it's I want to say it's I want to say it's like a smallmouth or I don't know. He didn't say that.
You're gonna need the preacher to come in and tell us what he caught there.
This is the whole thing, guys. In the server, you gotta let us know.
Turn it sideways. Let people get a view. You know, you're taking a picture to show people, so make it a picture.
Here it is. You're on camera. We are all sitting here talking about your catch, and we don't even know what it is. And you're not here to defend yourself.
OK Fishing says it's a smallie. It could be.
It is. Okay. Kai, appreciate
All right,
that. Thank you, sir.
We got a red drum. Recognize that.
There's
And we
amateur.
It looks like an
Some good
ugly
ones.
channel cat.
That's
They
that
get- when
name that I had the problem with last week.
Channel cats with honey, butter, biscuit, sugars, snap pea. When channel cats are breeding, their heads get real lumpy and they get real kind of ugly looking. And I kind of think some people would think that's a flathead, but I'm pretty sure that's a channel cat. Probably wherever the breeding time is where they're located. It's probably right around that time.
I want to say that was actually a topic of conversation. Some of the guys were talking about they couldn't identify which catfish people were actually catching. So I will say, especially with people not being able to defend themselves, John is the catfish guy here. So he knows more than anyone else.
Yeah, speaking of catfishing, actually, that's probably what I need to do this week. I don't know if David Martin's still in the chat, but before he moved to Canada, me and him wore the catfish out. I think it was the last August he lived here.
Well, go do it, man.
I'm
That's
all
a good
about
fish
it.
fry,
I'm
too.
saying, exactly.
That's a good idea. Then I can post a picture in the Discord server.
There
If
you
nothing
go. That's
else-
what I'm talking about.
If nothing else, like everybody in the chat right now and everybody who posted a picture deserves a really big pat on the back for encouraging Grant to get out there and make a video
Absolutely.
about slaying some catfish.
And post pictures. Yeah, absolutely.
And
I
post
agree.
some pictures in the Discord server, right?
Yep.
And then we got these gentlemen, and I'm ending it. K.
Oh.
Franzis, of course, tuna. We've seen that picture before, but that is an awesome catch. Buff Bass
Is it
Outdoors. I love this gentleman. Got
Huge
himself
bass.
a solid largemouth, and Chum is the runaway winner in
Oh,
size.
Yeah. Is that Goliath?
Yeah, it's got to be a Goliath.
Oh my
Huge.
goodness. That
Ben,
blows.
every time like we change like the pages, Ben over here in the chat's going, "Oh, ah."
Yeah, tuna. Is that dogtooth tuna? Is that what that one is, or do we know?
Man, he's not here to defend himself. I don't know, so I'm going to call it a bonita.
No, that ain't no bonita. I'll defend him. That's at least a dogtooth tuna. I think that's.
I think it probably is. Yeah, I've never caught one. I'm not familiar with them, so that's not one that we have around here too
Just
often.
Never. Yeah, we won't ever catch them here. You guys, I think West Coast fish.
Yeah. I was going to say that's a Pacific tuna.
Yeah.
So, guys, everybody who came and posted pictures in the Discord, thank you very much. Kai, if you wouldn't mind posting a link, I don't have it readily available. It actually expired. If you wouldn't mind posting a link to the Discord server in the chat, anybody who's interested in getting in on this, we do a couple of contests a week right now. Jump on in, share your pictures, and be a part of the stream doing what you do. And everybody who did post, thank you guys. We really appreciate it. Had a lot of fun looking at all the photos.
And since Stanley said they're contests, that means you win something. So you win an all expense paid by Stanley fishing trip with Stanley somewhere.
Thank God I got a guy who's got a boat with 2 motors.
Not yet. Not yet. Oh, man. That was pretty cool. Some great fish.
That was fun. It was really fun seeing the conversations everybody was having about that.
You know what? We're coming in. October's around the corner. You might start. I know Discord is a fishing Discord, right?
Yep.
Somewhere along the way, we got to start getting our hunters. Start getting some pictures from our hunters on their best whatever. Maybe Grant can lead that parade because
anybody
he's our resident
who's
hunter.
interested, like he's saying, anybody who's interested in that, we have an entire section dedicated for the hunters. I will be harassing Grant about getting in there and into those conversations. We'll be posting some pictures, and we will be having those conversations in there as well.
Yeah.
So get in now, get in while the getting's good.
My pictures will be old, but I'll post some of my old pictures, hunting pictures. Absolutely.
Yeah, same here. Now I'm gonna go out and get. I don't know. I'll get some rabbits and stuff like that. We do rabbits a lot here.
That's something I haven't done in a long time is rabbit hunt.
Yeah.
Been a while.
Yeah, I'll post a picture back when I was hunting T-Rex and that kind of stuff back in the day.
Oh, you beat me to the old joke. Damn it.
I figured I'd take it before someone else used it on me.
You did. You beat me to it. I was looking at Henry Mosley's comment. He does. He's the one that had that really nice smallmouth, and he's planting food plots right now or this weekend for deer season. So I'm excited to hear how that goes.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. I put in for some of the Texas hunts. We'll see if I get any of them. You guys will know about it.
I didn't.
Like some draw hunts.
Idiot.
Yeah, they got area draw hunts. You know, different things, different places. It's like $3 or $6 you put in for it, and then if you win it, you got to have your hunting license, right? And then there's a Texas big time hunts like mountain sheep, bonanza, whitetail bonanza, where you like 6 trophy. If you shoot something, they mount it for you and everything. So there's a gator one, and those are like $9 a piece to put in for them. So I put in for like 4 or 5 of those, and you know the odds are against me. But just like the lottery, if I win one of them, I'll be doing some video. Some of them you get to bring, you know, somebody with you that they can enjoy the lodge and all that. Some of them you get to bring a shooter with you, someone else who gets to hunt also.
Hey, you know, this is something I know I'm sounding real beggy. I'm just gonna like make my apologies on that or whatever. But I have 0 problems with just being a camera guy for something like that. So if you do just want and I'm not even joking about that. Like if you do just ever want like a camera guy for a trip, I'm totally down for that.
Cool.
Okay, so Henry's in Tennessee. I got to ask, east, west, central. I got to have somewhat of an idea because I'm about an hour from Union City, Tennessee.
Okay.
I have to check out.
See what Daddy Duck just said? A buddy of mine just laid out an 8-point about 20 minutes ago with a bow. So somebody's already in bow season.
And on what camera? What camera? Where's the feed?
Yeah.
Say I got 2 dogs going crazy. Hope it's not too loud.
No, you're good, man. I'm enjoying it.
90% of us have dogs. We don't care. We do a lot of partridge or grouse up north. Yeah, Pickle Outdoors. When I was in Michigan, that was one of the things I hunted. We behind the house there in the woods, when we were out on Point on Gray, we had snowshoe rabbit, which it was fun to go hunting for them after the first snow that had melted. So they turn white and nothing else is white anymore. So they're kind of got a little bit better target.
So like if your eyes aren't that good, you're like, I can do this.
Grouse.
How did they
grouse back
survive?
there. Of course, there were squirrels. I got my first deer ever when I was a young buck back there. And we had a little channel, a little canal that ran through there, and we'd get wood ducks at a certain time. So that was like mid-high school years to when I graduated was there. And, man, that was the most hunting I ever did up until that point, because when I was real young, I was in Albuquerque, and in the city, there's not much hunting to do. But, yeah, it was awesome. That's one of the reasons I still love Michigan. And grouse is tasty, too, by the way.
A lot more opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I was going to say, I think wood duck, it's been a little while since I've eaten one of those, but I would like y'all's opinion on that. Where does that fall on the old flavor ladder?
I think of wood ducks. Yeah, wood ducks. Teal's probably my favorite. Wood duck's probably second or third.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
is that the one we have in the trees down here, or is that a different kind of duck?
I haven't seen too many wood ducks since I've been in Texas.
It's one of those.
Yeah, real brightly colored.
They're pretty.
They're probably the prettiest. They are the prettiest duck.
Oh, I like
There
this. Yeah, okay, that is definitely not the guy that I have sitting on top of the house across the street.
Probably not.
No. We got these guys that they're in pairs, and they hang out in the trees, like pecan trees and stuff, in the middle of the neighborhood. And I recognize it as a duck. They have a very distinct way that they fly and the way that they carry themselves. You can see them from a distance. But I recall as a kid shooting them, and they didn't taste very good. Like they were real stringy. And I'm wondering if maybe that was just us, maybe just, being out where we were at, or is there like a special thing that we needed to do when we cooked them?
I think with duck, a lot of it is diet. type of ducks. They eat different things. And so some just have a better diet than others. Ones that eat a lot of fish typically are ones that don't taste as good.
True.
So these guys hanging out in the trees over here and eating out of the dumpsters of HEB are not high on the.
Probably not.
It does make them easy to shoot, though. If you've never been on a hunting trip behind an HEB at the dumpsters, you haven't lived.
Pickle outdoors. Good luck editing.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself.
Cheers to that. Freeze per.
We're doing good.
David's talking about Tennessee.
Oh, I thought he was making fun of me hunting behind an HEB.
No, with him and Henry, they're trying to get. David graduated high school in Tennessee, and then he moved back to here, and then he moved to Canada after that.
Back in my Jeep four-wheeling days when we were in Virginia, we'd go down to Tennessee on the border there, Telluride. A lot of awesome freaking four-wheeling trails back in there. But I never did. There was water, and I knew there were people out there trout fishing, but I never stopped and tried it. I should have done that. But Telluride is a cool place. Take your off-road vehicle if you got one, if you're in the area.
A little known fact, they have four-wheel and dirt bike trails on the backside of Padre Island over on Pins.
Oh, really?
I've never experienced them, but I've seen them on a map. I've seen the entrances to them. I know they're there.
Oh, that's cool.
I kind of feel like it'd be a little dangerous with that soft sand, but I don't know.
Yeah. MTSU, that Montana State University?
I'm guessing it's Middle Tennessee.
Oh, Middle Tennessee. Oh, that's the one who's in Tennessee. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Henry's going to MTSU, and I'm sure David's been to a party or two 20 years ago at MTSU.
20 years ago. Wow.
You could shave a few years for the guy and make him like a little bit hipper.
That's Grant's buddy right there.
I'll say it was probably more like 25, actually.
4 or 6 years.
Shots fired.
Yeah, he helped him lay the wood foundation.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, man. Oh, let's see. So what else is going on, gentlemen? We talked about the weather. We talked about
what have we got coming up?
What we got. So I know for me, it's all about getting through this boat purchase. I think, and I haven't told you guys even yet, but I think I'm going to revive the vlog channel for a vlog discussing the process I'm going through after the fact, because it has been a process. And there's been some folks that were awesome, and there's been some folks that were I will not do business with again type folks. So I think I'm going to do a tell-all vlog when it's all said and done about the process of buying a boat, a used, expensive boat. So there's certain things you have to do when you spend, a lot of money on a used boat to protect yourself. And it's been, there's brokers involved. There's people that I would thought, okay, this is the person who's going to coordinate everything and make sure but it's been more me kicking people in the ass, coordinating because they just aren't doing stuff that they need to be doing. So
shoot, man, I'd like to have a further conversation about that. I think there's some real value in having that. Like you're talking about doing it as a vlog on the other channel, as a prospective buyer of a boat in the near future, hopefully, whatever. There are some things that I would want to know about the process that you went through and are going through. Yeah. And I could see a lot of value in you doing an actual video on your main channel to instruct me, and me being however many 100,000 people are buying boats in the next year, 4 years.
That's a good idea. I'll probably whine about it on the vlog and do an actual video, because I'm going to do, there's going to be an intro of the new boat video on this channel. That's going to happen. I've got to do a walkthrough, show everybody what I want to do to improve things on the boat, the cool things the boat already has, and all that kind of stuff. stuff. So, and to Ben,
Ben,
very kind of you, sir.
appreciate
There
you.
go. He's buying you
You're
some
awesome, man.
adult beverages there, Grant.
Cheers to that.
That'll
Appreciate
buy
you.
those suckies.
Appreciate you keeping us in business.
Yeah, appreciate it, Ben.
Yeah, I agree.
Man.
I think that would be a great video for the main channel, like
Yeah.
because I had no idea that you had to go through all that stuff.
I didn't either. I had no idea.
All right, deal. It
But-
is.
I mean, I guess that's legit. I mean, somebody needs to know they need to do that stuff, and that you should.
Yeah,
That way
one of
it's
those,
all checked out.
What happens when you want to buy a used boat type?
It needs to
Yeah.
be like, it needs to be, and we can have further conversations later, but what you really need to do is you need to make a top 10 things I did not know before I bought this boat video.
That'd be easy too.
Yeah.
You're right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
So
cool.
Daddy Duck thinks you might be seeing a fulvous tree duck. Do they have long legs, Stanley?
I never
ducks
looked at the
you're saying?
legs. I couldn't know. I don't know because I don't have enough water bodies around here to be able to compare them to.
Gotcha.
Land colors, it's always two at a time, and they're always in the trees around here.
Might be. Yeah, we don't have those around here.
I'll look it up though. I'd love to have that conversation. I will look that up. We can have that conversation. I'll be a little bit more educated, and we have that discussion in the live stream next week because I would really like to have that discussion, and I'd like to have more, not just like Google information, but personal one-on-one information if you've got it. If that's the case and that's the duck I'm looking at, there's more information I would like on that duck.
All right. Hey, next week, where are we going to be next? Oh,
Should be over there.
now there could be a shift in that because, yeah, I'm going to need somebody to take next week, one of you guys, because
Okay.
Tuesday evening we're driving down to Port O'Connor, probably be during the live, because Wednesday morning is when we're doing the survey and all that on the boat.
Okay.
So I'll be on the road Tuesday evening probably.
I'm good with that. Let's just go ahead and call it now. Grant, if you're good with it, we can do it on my channel next week.
All right.
Sounds great.
And just push me to the week after that, which will be a good time for me to, because by then I should know ownership and I can actually spill the beans on what we're looking at.
I would, yeah. I like the whole process of that. I am totally good. I'll be prepared for next week. That being the case, anybody who has not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, it is in the description down below. Please do so now because I've got a ton of Cozumel footage that I'm going to be putting out over the course of the next couple of weeks, twice a week until I am done with that whole ordeal.
Wow.
Grant, what do you got for us?
I'm going to do something. A
Catfish.
garden video,
Catfish
fishing,
garden.
squirrel
both.
hunting
I
this
want 'em together.
weekend. Something. There's going to be blood somewhere.
So we need a garden video, we need a squirrel hunt, and we need catfish. So we have a lot of blood and a veggie.
All three.
Yes.
All of the above.
All the above. And
Yeah.
I will have no video for you, but I might. Next Tuesday, I'm on the road. So the following Tuesday when I host, I might have photos of the new boat.
There you go. There you go. All right. Sounds great. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you next week over at
Yep.
Stanley Orchard. Cheers.
Yep.
Looking forward to it, guys. Have a great week.